You know, it's genuinely shocking to me the amount of people that have had previous coaching in the past, you know, received strength and conditioning programs, gym programs, weights programs that don't warm up. That is, they simply go straight to their prescribed working weight without doing any step up sets or warm up sets, and are therefore putting a very, very low ceiling on their potential progress in the gym and essentially capping what changes they can make with their physique or to their physique at a very low level. So let's make a hard change to that and actually get you progressing again. First off, let's go what are and why warm up or step up sets are so important. And then I'll give you two different types or two different variations of warm up sets that you must do. So what are they? They're essentially incremental weight increases from basically zero up to your first working weight. How many you do? Well, that varies depending on how strong you are and what your personal preference is. But I'll get to that momentarily. And why do we do them? Well, there's three main reasons. Number one is motor skill reacquisition. Basically what that means is if you haven't done a dumbbell bench press for 7 days, every day you don't do them, your body forgets a little bit how to do that movement. So by doing it again in a non-fatiguing way, that switches that motor pattern back on for you. Number two, we are priming the main muscle we are working. We put blood in that area and we switch those fibers back on so they're ready to get the best performance possible out of your working weight. And number three, it's priming your central nervous system. Basically, if you go from zero to your working weight, subjectively, the feedback from your body is that weight is gonna feel much heavier than what it should. Think about back to grade 7 or primary school. When you do a sprint, after that sprint, walking is much easier. Now, that's a bit of an extreme example because sprinting fatigues the quad. We are essentially wanting to do a very controlled sprint so we are not fatiguing the muscle we're about to work. And that's that fine balance. And those three things, put and combined together properly, are going to decrease risk of injury and, more importantly, or equally as important, help you get the best performance possible and keep you progressing. So how do we warm up properly? Let's use this very simple basic rule. I call it my 1/3 rule. So basically, if your first working weight is 10 kilos, your first warm-up set is 1/3 of that working weight. It's going to be 3 kilo dumbbells. So essentially, you round up or down to what's practical for you. Then your second and final warm-up set is going to be 2/3 of your working weight. So again, 6 or 7 kilograms, and then you're straight to your working weight. Now, what about the reps? Simple, we use the thirds rule again. Let's keep using the 10 kilo dumbbells, and let's say your working reps are at least 15 reps. So we know what our first warm-up set weight is, 3 kilos. We simply take a third off the working reps. So it's gonna be a 10 rep set on 3 kilo dumbbells. The second warm-up weight, again, we know 6 or 7. We take a third off the first warm-up set. So the last warm-up set is going to be 5 reps. And then your other option is the quarters rule, which is exactly the same thing, but instead of doing thirds, you simply go up in quarters. Now again, you take the fundamentals of what you've now learned about doing warm-ups, and then you make it your own.